I've literally got home from work and I'm recording this review for Monday Night Raw on the 16th of October 2017. This show was aired early hours in the morning for the UK time, so I literally go to work, I come home, watch the show, write notes down, and I give you guys a review. Now, it's shows like this that make this hobby / future job that I want to do much harder. Now, my initial thoughts going into TLC's pay-per-view was it was going to be okay. Now, we knew that the Universal Championship will not be defended and the tag team titles with that as well. We knew that the IC title was the main aim of Raw building up to TLC and TLC. And we knew the women's was going to be in there and the cruiserweights. And I've slowly been seeing the cracks in between and seeing what problems Raw have been facing. Now, I feel like without the Universal Championship, it is a massive miss. Now, TLC also missing them tag team championships, it's going to be another big miss because them championship matches are normally the ones that pull out the best matches, especially tag team matches. Recently, we've obviously had the New Day versus the Usos at Hell in a Cell, which was amazing, and it was one of the best matches I could say in 2017. But I just, initial thoughts, I thought the pay-per-view would be okay, and I was a little bit worried, obviously, for TLC, as it's a tables, ladders, and chairs match. In my personal opinion, I think it can match up to Hell in a Cell as a pay-per-view, but this year, I'm looking, now obviously seeing Monday Night Raw, I'm like, okay, right, now it's time to worry. But anyway, guys, that is just my initial thoughts going into Raw and going towards TLC. I'm going to go straight through, talk bit by bit what happened on Monday Night Raw, and also give you guys a rating. So in the comment section down below, let me know, as always, what you thought of Monday Night Raw. Give me a comment with also a rating of the show that you would give it. And yeah, guys, smash that thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned on the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you have not already. I've got a lot more content coming your way. Every week I'm trying to post at least 4 to 5 videos, that is Monday Night Raw review, SmackDown and NXT, with maybe 1 or 2 other videos in the week. Sometimes I even can do more than that, so stay tuned, there's a lot coming your way. In the description down below, as always, links to social media where you can contact me personally, we can talk about wrestling if you don't want to comment down below, and also there'll be links to my past videos, my recent videos, in the description down below and at the end of the video on the thumbnail. Now, obviously, we've got the TLC predictions coming up this weekend. I'm not too sure whether I'm going to be on Kieran O'Grady's channel or not. I'll let you guys know later on in the week, probably on my NXT review. But I probably will be doing my own prediction show as well anyway. But if not, I may just do it on my own. I'm not too sure yet. At certain circumstances in my life at the moment, I'm going through a few issues, but that will be resolved. Anyway, it will be on the channel predictions video for TLC, and the review on Monday will be up as quick as possible. But yeah, anyway, guys, we'll go straight into the video for your Raw review. Open up Raw, who else would it be? The Shield. No, they did not come down to the original Shield theme. It started off with the whole Delta, basically go through the Shield initials. I can't even remember them off the top of my head. They go through them all, and then it cuts into Roman Reigns' theme. They came through the crowd with the vests on. The vests looked lovely. It was nice to see them come through the crowd as well. It was annoying they did not play the original theme song. I think that really did bother a lot of people, but the crowd there loved it. They got a huge pop. They surrounded the ring, and Kurt Angle was in the ring talking beforehand. They cut him off. They surround him, intimidate him, get in the ring. Roman Reigns takes the microphone after Kurt Angle asks, does everybody want to hear from the Shield? And basically Roman says, you got 2 choices. You either get out of our yard or we beat their ass. Very, very good lines from Reigns. Basically then Seth goes, calm down, big dog, calm down. The Shield is back and we're better than ever, baby. Then they're the 2 main lines from them guys, and then Dean Ambrose takes the mic and basically says it was a mistake for saying basically 3, 4, 5 people in the match at TLC, but if he could do it, he'd go back and he'd do the same thing again. That is just crazy lunatic Dean Ambrose. I think Dean is going to definitely benefit from this Shield reunion. He needs to be heel. Now, no way better than doing it like a Shield thing. I don't want it to be repetitive like Seth did it, but I want them to do it a unique way. But this is WWE WWE, and their creative writing is bad, so I am a bit worried. But I do want Ambrose as heel. He just screams heel. His character at the Lunatic Fringe needs to be a heel, so hopefully they do this. This was an okay segment, but as they were talking about The Miz and that, Strowman's music hit. Strowman, The Bar, and Miz come out with Curtis Axel, I think. No Bo Dallas again. Now that's got me thinking, will Bo Dallas maybe affect the match at TLC? Will maybe he help Bray Wyatt? Because there's rumours of him joining the Wyatt family. I don't know, but maybe put that one out there for you guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what you believe will happen to Bo. Yeah, and then basically they all started talking on mic and what have you, but then Kurt Angle basically said, calm down, basically restored things. He announced that Cesaro and Sheamus later on in the show will challenge Ambrose and Rollins for the tag team titles. Obviously, this is due to the fact the tag team titles will not be on TLC. I was okay with that. Obviously, I'd rather see it than not see it. I was hyped for the show going forward, but as I said, this was the best show on. So, like, the beginning, it opened perfectly. This was the best scene of the show, if I'm honest. I was disappointed with the theme song. It wasn't the original Shield thing, and I was disappointed they didn't come out with their face masks, but maybe they should have saved all this to TLC, if I'm honest. TLC is a pay-per-view. It sort of hyped the crowd up at TLC, because TLC, if I'm honest, after this show, I was a bit disappointed towards TLC. I don't think there's any major matches. Match up with... We had basically Elias, I may have to call him because that's what they call him now. Elias in the rings, sitting there with the guitar as always, with the Club. Now the Club have definitely sunk so low since joining WWE. Now they're actually singing the Honky Tonk Man song, and it's just really stupid. These guys over at New Japan were literally the nuts. They were literally the team that you'd want to cheer for. Obviously they was with AJ Styles at times, Finn Balor, and it was just they were the tag team you'd look at and go, wow, they're gonna win. Over at Raw, different story, but anyway, they had a match against Jason Jordan, Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews. Me personally, I don't know why they're in the ring with Titus O'Neil. Personally, I think Apollo Crews obviously isn't at the stage where he should be. Neither is Jason Jordan. But I do think these two are talented. I'm not going to badmouth these two superstars off. Titus O'Neil, on the other hand, does a lot outside of the WWE. But personally, I don't think he should be in this sort of match. I don't think he's on their level. But anyway, we had the segment. They was mocking Jason Jordan with their new song. They were singing the Honky Tonk Man song and stuff like that. Then they got interrupted. Titus O'Neil, Apollo Crews and Jordan stepped out to interrupt them. They cleared the ring. Basically had an okay match. It was nothing special. The faces won in the end though. Crews finished off the match with the spinning powerbomb on Carl Anderson. As I said, nothing major in this match, nothing special to go on about, but it was just there, wasn't it? It's just one of them sort of things. It's just there. You've got to deal with it. I was pleased to see Apollo get the pin, if I'm honest. If I'm getting honest, this is where it started getting to the point of the show where I was just losing interest. I was pretty much on my phone, on Twitter, on Facebook. I was just pretty much like, what am I watching? This is a go-home show and I'm watching stuff that isn't important. The matches in general were interesting, but the creativeness, the whole build-up towards these matches, it just didn't feel important. Now, we had Jack Gallagher versus Cedric Alexander. Now, this is personally a match that I'll probably watch if I watch 205 Live or Raw, but I just didn't watch it. I do know the result though. Cedric Alexander won with the lumbar check, I think it's called, his finisher. I love that move. It's very, very good. But in this match, we also had Rich Swann outside and Brian Kendrick outside. Brian Kendrick tried getting involved in the match. Rich Swann took him out, and then it was a lumbar check, 1, 2, 3. The Miz welcoming Braun Strowman. Now, this was pretty much a mix-up segment. I just feel like, again, this was another filler. I wasn't really paying attention. I was on my phone. I was listening to this because, obviously, The Miz was in the ring. The Miz was stood in the ring, flanked by Cesaro, Sheamus, and Curtis Axel as he walked. As he talked and talked, and he was talking down the Shield, The Intercontinental Champion was downplayed, the Hounds of Justice greatness. I'm reading off a report here, guys, because as I said, I'm pretty much just listened. Basically, Strowman arrived. He promised to bring pain to the Shield. He was going to shatter him into pieces. The Miz tried to add another guy to his team for TLC. Angle basically come out and said, if Strowman has to beat, okay, we'll play here, he goes, basically. Strowman has to beat Roman Reigns in their cage match tonight to get another member in your team. If Strowman loses, he will be pulled out of the TLC match and it'll just be a 3-on-3. I like this. I did like this. I think it's good creativity from Raw in that terms of things. But in general, this scene was just a filler. It was, as I said, this show is based around the Shield, the whole Miz Taraj and that thing. I just personally, it's just predictable and very lazy, if I'm honest, because this is a go-home show for one of your pay-per-views. You've just seen Hell in a Cell was just smashed records and smashed it for SmackDown Live. You'd expect a lot more. But in this scene, I was pleased with one thing. There was a few memorable moments and quotes in here. We had The Miz calling the Shield an overhyped nostalgia act. I did like that. Sheamus, basically the fans were chanting to Sheamus, "You look stupid," and then he was basically saying, "I know you're all jealous of the Hawk, respect the Hawk." I love when Sheamus does that. And one other thing that was very, very good was that the fans were chanting for Curtis Axel. Now, there's more things coming up for Curtis Axel on Raw as I go on, but I was very pleased to see that Curtis Axel got the respect he deserves from the crowd, because this guy can go, he's a good wrestler, he's got a good character. I just feel like he needs that chance, like Heath Slater did. He had that chance in the tag team division and he got a chance and he utilised it. Now we start getting into the worst parts of Monday Night Raw. We had a match with Alicia Fox versus Sasha Banks. I said it last week, I will say it again: get Alicia Fox off the TV. Now, I will stick to that. This woman is so annoying on the promo. She's just so annoying in the ring. I just don't know why she's in the ring with one of the best in-ring competitors in the women's division. It was just stupid. Sasha Banks won this match in the end. It was a bit of a mix and match. I thought Sasha was actually going to tap her out in the first couple of seconds, it looked to be, but the match went on. It was just a boring match, if I'm honest. I went back on my phone after this, funny enough, and basically Sasha Banks made a tap out, and backstage Fox attacked her as she was just doing an interview backstage, Sasha Banks. But yeah, it's just all stupid, babyish stuff, if I'm honest. Predictable stuff with Alicia Fox. The same old, nothing special. I did not care, and if anybody cared, I'd be very, very, very shocked. Another annoying bit on Monday Night Raw, we had Enzo Amore. Enzo Annoying, I'd like to call him. If I ever make a shirt, he's definitely going to be on the shirt for Get Off the Television. Like JD from New York is one of my inspirations. He does Get Off My TV shirts. And Enzo Amore, if he can do a shirt with Enzo Amore, I'll definitely buy it. This guy is just ridiculous and shouldn't be in that. He should be in the division, but he's ridiculous to be the champion in that division. He isn't champion at the moment, of course, but I'm predicting, early prediction here, guys, Enzo Amore is going to win the title back again. This whole segment was annoying. Enzo was annoying. Then you had Kalisto come out. Even I like giving people chances. I wanted to give Kalisto a chance, and I feel like he will be a good cruiserweight champion. I prefer him to obviously Enzo Amore by miles. But in this part, Kalisto actually forgot he was champion on his promo. He was like, "Oh, I'm at TLC. I'm going to win the cruiserweight championship." What's that around your waist? Like, I just think he lost for words, and I don't think he even wanted to be in this segment. But it was just a here and there moment. Basically, in the end, Kalisto got attacked by Drew Gulak, Noam Dar, Ariya Daivari, and Tony Nese, with Enzo, of course. We also had Mustafa Ali, who's been involved, obviously, with Enzo Amore. That seems to be who they're going to push maybe next, I think. If not, Cedric Alexander, I'm hoping. But it looks to be that's who they're going to push next. And I reckon, obviously, Enzo's going to win, and you're going to have maybe a triple threat. I don't know what they're going to do here. But yeah, he came down, tried to help Kalisto, just weren't happening. But one thing that did make me laugh in this was the fans chanting, "We want Neville." support to all them fans. If you were at the show, I fully support you and respect you. We want Neville. Hashtag it. He's literally the Cruiserweight division, in my personal opinion. He made that division worth something. Now he's gone. I just think they need that somebody to take over and do something with it, because at the moment, maybe even Ricochet couldn't even save this division. That's how bad it's got. Next up, we had supposed to be an important match, which was the tag team title match, and it was Dean and Seth versus The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro. Now, I'm normally 100% for this match. By the time I got through most of the Raw, I was completely annoyed and bored, and I was just on my phone. As I said, I've been saying all the way through this, pretty much just what I've been doing. But in the end, I went back and rewatched it, and it was an okay match. It was probably the second best match of the night. Obviously, with the main event, obviously they were both good matches. But yeah, high energy match. In the end, Dirty Deeds basically won the match with Dean Ambrose obviously getting the pin. Nothing shocking in this match, nothing special, but it wasn't a terrible match. Next up, we probably had another downfall, should I say? Let's say that. Finn Balor's message for Bray Wyatt. Now, I'm not saying the promo was terrible. The promo was good. I was just a bit annoyed with the face paint they used for the new demon they're going to try and do. It looks pretty much like they're trying to do it for Halloween, if I'm honest. But Finn Balor's basically cutting a promo saying he too will slay a monster. His demons dream about nightmares, and he cannot wait to see Sister Abigail at TLC. This is one match I am excited for. I'm giving Sister Abigail's Bray Wyatt gimmick a chance. This is something I predicted on my top 5 Sister Abigail picks. If you have not seen it, in the description down below, latest videos. This is something I predicted, and I'm going to give it a chance because I feel like this will help Bray Wyatt, if I'm honest. Now, a lot of people are saying it's going to bury him. He's not going to get the chance he deserves. I fully understand you, but just try to give it a chance. I know it's WWE creative. I know, trust me. But I'm going to give Bray a chance because Bray deserves it. And I'm actually looking forward to the match. Now, I feel like this promo it needed to happen because Finn's been doing promos here and there, but Bray keeps interrupting him. Bray didn't interrupt him this week, so it was nice to just see Finn have a promo, show the demon side, because obviously we've seen the Sister Abigail side. It was nice, and I understand. The only thing that put me down really was the face paint, if I'm honest. I just didn't like it. It looked like a pumpkin. We go on to another match which was announced backstage. We had Emma basically setting off Asuka, saying, what has she done? What has she done? Look at NXT Emma. You know she even beat you and Dana Brooke, who isn't even on the show. And you're asking, what has Asuka done? Now, obviously, Alexa Bliss comes into this segment and she's basically luring Emma into a tag match. She wants to take on Mickie James and a person of her choice. She don't think she's even going to get anyone on her side. Who else would it be with Mickie James in this match? Of course, it is the huggable Bayley, which nobody cares about. I'm annoyed to see Bayley in this match. Obviously, I like Bayley personally. I'm annoyed with what WWE has done to her. She'd done so well in NXT with that gimmick, but they've ruined her just like they're going to do with Asuka, in my opinion. You ask how, look at WWE's creative. I pretty much didn't watch this match at all. I didn't rewind it and watch it again. I just didn't care. I knew who was going to win, and it was obviously going to be Mickie James, because Alexa Bliss will retain that title at TLC. Mickie James basically and Bayley basically just won at the end. It was a pinfall. I don't know, if I'm honest, I don't know what happened. I don't. And I do not care. So that is pretty much all that I can say for this segment, guys. I'm sorry about that, but I did not watch this match and I do not care. Now it's time for the main event of Raw. It's the steel cage match between Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. But before we go into that, guys, there was a segment earlier on in the show I forgot to say that basically Curtis Axel was backstage saying he needs Braun Strowman to destroy Roman Reigns in the steel cage tonight because he wants to be that fifth man in the match. I think it's his hometown. Obviously, the crowd loved Curtis Axel on the show tonight. It would be nice to see him in the TLC match. But basically, he started going off on a rant, basically saying he wants to beat up Roman Reigns himself. Strowman goes, well, go and do it then. Basically, go and try and beat up Roman Reigns or defeat Roman Reigns. and he's like, no, I'm in my suit and stuff, you don't want to ruin his suit. He's trying to do the heelish coward way, but then Sheamus and Cesaro is like, well, we don't want anybody in our team that's basically going to back out of a fight and be cowards, and that was basically luring him in to go against Roman Reigns. In the end, Curtis Axel was trying to be the big man, prove himself to do obviously the gang like you do when you're younger. It's sort of like a kiddish segment. He goes to find, he finds the Shield all together. It cuts to a commercial break, and as we come back, Curtis Axel's clothes were ripped, and if I remember rightly, he was hung upside down or something. It was really weird. I can't remember exactly what happened, but it was leaving the question of who done that to Curtis Axel as we were going into this match. But we went into this match, as I said, if I'm honest, this was match of the night. It wasn't scene of the night, it was match of the night. Obviously, it's lovely always to see Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. It didn't make sense, obviously. It makes sense that the grudge match he's not finished with him yet, as Braun Strowman likes to say. But again, nothing special. There was nothing like, wow, there was Reigns trying to escape, there was Strowman pulling him back, there was a few Superman punches here and there, and it was okay. There were some cool segments. In the end, there was a segment where Strowman was basically out and Reigns was trying to get off. Sheamus and Cesaro were coming down to try and get Roman Reigns. Miz was on the commentary, by the way. Kurt Angle announced in the beginning of the show that no one was allowed at ringside for this match, but in the end they still did anyway. And then obviously Dean and Seth come down trying to help Roman. Dean and Seth and the bar, should I say, all went backstage, and Miz basically said, "Oh, I'll be right back," to the commentary. He basically locked them out in the car park, shut the gates. That's the bar and Seth and Dean, so they were all out of the picture. Miz got back on commentary, so this is when you knew something was going to happen. I thought it was going to be Curtis Axel getting his revenge or something, but it didn't end up to be. This match went on, and in the end, Roman Reigns looked like he was going to win this match, but Kane came out of nowhere, basically, as he always does, through the ring, basically chokeslammed him twice. Strowman hit a running power slam, and then I think it was the tombstone, and then there was another running power slam, 1, 2, 3. This is how it ended. It looks to be, at the end, Miz announced that Kane is the 5th member of this tag match, or I don't even know what to call it. It just seems like an extra. Kane. Yes, guys, Kane. Where do I start with this? Like, Kane, me as a child, going back, I remember the Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys, Kane and Undertaker, Stone Cold, The Rock, you name it, I've been there, watched it. I love Kane, but a 50-year-old man coming back, and he always has the same returns. It is repetitive, but there was a little bit of excitement saying, okay, Kane's back, it's nice, okay, he's back, but I wasn't excited in terms of, oh my god, Kane's back, what's he going to do next, like, stupid. I was excited to see Kane back. It's nice always to see Kane back, but apparently I heard afterwards, I was watching JD's review, and apparently he was traded over to SmackDown. He reminded me, he was traded over to SmackDown, but he showed up on Raw. There's a logic in that, so he must be a free agent like John Cena or something. I don't know, but it doesn't make sense. People are saying he's going to avenge the Undertaker's basically match that he lost. Obviously, he lost to Roman Reigns. He's going to avenge his brother and stuff like that. I just don't know. It's just an extra man, and realistically, if you look at this, Miz's team should win. But the Shield ain't going to lose on their pay-per-view. So it's pretty much all the matches on the card are predictable. Enzo's going to win. You're going to have Asuka's going to win. You're going to have Alexa win. You're going to have the Shield win. That's 4 matches out of this. And Bray Wyatt and Finn, I'm not too sure what they're going to do there. And I don't know what other matches they're going to add. But I don't know, guys. As I said, this segment was a bit meh. It was nice to see the match. It was nice. Kane coming out, I was a bit like, oh, okay, Kane, okay, he's going to be the 5th member. Wasn't excited. Wasn't like, oh, yeah, let's watch TLC. After this go-home show, this is supposed to make you want to watch TLC. It did not have that impact for me, personally. So that is it, guys. I'm going to go on to the rating, and the rating I'm going to give Raw, if I'm honest, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. I'm going to go that low, to be honest, because I actually thought this was dreadful. Now, the Shield coming back would give it a point. The matches for Seth and the tag team match and the last match would give it a point each. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. I may be being a bit harsh to some people out there, probably disagree with me. I understand, but leave your comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed Raw. Let me know what you did, what you didn't, or in the comment section down below. But that is it, guys. That is your Raw review and results. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Smash the thumbs up. Leave a comment down below in the description down below. Links to my social media, my past videos, or at the end of the video on the annotations. And yeah, that is it, guys. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe. That is important, and hit the notification bell. This is Pure Wrestling, is the place to be for your wrestling content. Join me tomorrow for the SmackDown Live review and NXT review the next day, and I'm going to try and upload some other videos this week, maybe top 10s or something for you guys, so stay tuned. And also don't forget, pay-per-view predictions and review will be on this channel, so subscribe, hit the notification bell, and don't forget, guys, this is Pure Wrestling, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.